Thistle manager John Lambie keeps faith in the men who started the season with 2 wins and no goals against. Chick Charnley wears number 11, fresh from his hat-trick against Brecon in midweek. And the central defensive barrier is provided by 2 very experienced men, Willie Jemison, the skipper, and Grant Tierney, who have the comfort still of having one of Scotland's most promising goalkeepers behind them. 23-year-old Craig Nelson almost moved to Crystal Palace in the close season, but they wouldn't pay the asking price, which is Thistle fans' good fortune. 9 internationals in Rangers starting lineup and 2 more on the bench. The exceptions being John Brown, who wears the number 3 jersey, vacated by the injured David Robertson, and Craig Moore, the 18-year-old Australian, who starts only his 2nd Premier Division game. The striking partnership of Duncan Ferguson and Mark Hateley scored 5 between them with their brought in midweek, and they'll be hoping for more quality service from the Danish international Brian Laudrup, who missed the match in midweek playing for Denmark, but he's caught the imagination of the Rangers supporters instantly following his £2.5 million transfer from Fiorentina. And the match referee, whom I saw having a very fine match at Kilmarnock in midweek, is Bobby Tate from East Kilbride. So the match underway with Rangers settling down immediately with David McPherson wearing number 6 playing out right back. Goff and Bowley in central defence, so John Brown at left back. He certainly played there frequently enough in his long career. There's Bowley. Duncan Ferguson's pass under pressure there from David Byrne. That's a good return ball from Brown. Ferguson now faced by Jemison. Using John Brown behind, Ian Ferguson calls to the ball inside. There's McCall with a shooting chance perhaps. Came off Albert Craig. That's Charnley. And now Law. A long ball intended there for Alec Taylor, who's well forward. So John Brown operating at left back and starting the match very impressively. Bowley's pass, Ferguson again favouring the left flank for Rangers. Brown to Bowley. Brian Laudrup has started the match wide on Rangers right. This is Hateley on the break. Duncan Ferguson arrives in the middle, and it was very well cut out by Jemison. Excellent play by the Thistle captain. Rangers maintaining the pressure though. Ian Ferguson in possession. Holding off Derek McWilliam. This is Brown. Looking for a run there from Duncan Ferguson. Duncan Ferguson starting the match really on the Rangers left flank up front. Hateley through the middle. Well, terrific experience in that Thistle back line. David Byrne at 33, Willie Jemison 31, Grant Tierney 32, and Bobby Law, the longest serving Thistle player, 28. Tackle there by Craig on Ian Ferguson. The measured build-up again from Rangers. Here's Stuart McCall. Interception was made by Byrne. Willie Grant. Sent spinning there by Bowley. A nasty exchange between the players. And referee Tate will be involved straight away here. Bowley demonstrating that very fragile temperament. There was a pass from Craig. Bowley came in to foul Roddy Grant. Now, Grant wasn't at all happy about that, but let's see the players reacting. There's Grant having a few words with Bowley. The locking of antlers now. And the result is a couple of yellow cards for Bowley and Grant. So the free kick being taken here by Byrne. Looking for Grant. Tierney also is up. Good running by McWilliams. And John Brown heads that to safety. Very positive attack from Partick Th. Showing a lot of belief born out of a good start to the season. Brown did well. Close ball. Blocked by Duncan Ferguson. Is Ian Ferguson. Looking for Haitley through the middle with a very ambitious pass that between two Thistle players. Here's English. Away from Moore. Roddy Grant was there with Bully. And the players tangle again there. Well, there's still a little bit of bad blood between the two players. Well, the early stages of the match and real signs of potential difficulty for Roddy Grant and Basil Bully. A lunging tackle there from Duncan Ferguson. Rangers having to do some defending here. It's a throw that David Byrne will take. Grant again with Bully. Cleared by Brown. Loudrup has crossed to the left. Hasn't been involved yet in the match. Now he is. The advantage will apply, but Byrne was back very quickly indeed there. Well, it's hectic stuff at the start of this match. Here's Loudrup under pressure from Craig. Free kick's been given. And there was a flying arm there which caught Loudrup on the way past from Albert Craig. Well, it's certainly clear that Thistle are really fired up for this battle. Albert Craig very active in the middle of the field here. You see the tackle initially. Comes in here on Loudrup, but there's then a flailing arm after the tackle. And that's what caused the problem. That's Tierney. Very short to Nelson. Well, the keeper has a grievance there. There's Ian Ferguson. It's across the face of the goal, it's in the net. And that appeared to be an own goal by David Byrne. Duncan Ferguson trots back there. He was the player who put enormous pressure on the Thistle defender. But he certainly appeared in an attempt to clear to turn that in. It was a vicious, dangerous ball that is played in by Ian Ferguson, which made life very difficult for Thistle defence. Byrne was in there covering Duncan Ferguson. It certainly came off his boot, and Nelson had no chance at all. English with McPherson. Here's Charnley again. Law. English. Well stopped by Goff. Moore playing it across. There's no Rangers player to collect though. It's with Alec Taylor. Measured towards Grant. And helped on by Ian Ferguson. Well, certainly are some worrying lapses inside the Rangers half by their defence. The goal kick to Rangers. Williams trying to make an impact with his new club. Carson's goal kick. Climbing there by Tierney. Well, Haitley certainly having a real battle with Tierney in the air. Looking for Duncan Ferguson, who did well to reach that. There's Haitley. A very good snapshot in the turn. Well, that's the kind of menace provided by these two strikers. Haitley having a little bit of the burden taken off him as far as crosses is concerned by the arrival of Duncan Ferguson. You see how well Ferguson reaches this to knot it down, and very good reactions from Haitley. Tackled by Charnley, the recovery by Ferguson. This is Taylor. Good running by Byrne. Plenty of Thistle players in the box for the cross. Bolly with that acrobatic dive concedes the corner. And they go to, I think, indicating he prefer the ball to be played upfield. Gorham looking as calm as ever in goal. Packed penalty box. Charnley didn't swing out, Foley met that flush in the forehead. That's Taylor! Off the crossbar. Superb effort there by Alec Taylor. He really was out of luck. He knew exactly what he was doing, I'm sure. The Thistle keeping the pressure on in the last couple of minutes of the first half. Foley's header. They're looking for Ferguson. Get to that, I don't think. No, we're into stoppage time now in the first half. Certainly hasn't been a first half distinguished by a great deal of flowing football, but it has been conspicuously competitive, starting with bookings early on for Bowley and Grant. The crucial moment though in that period coming in the 8th minute when the unlucky David Byrne turned in Ian Ferguson's volley across the face of the goal to give Rangers a precious lead. At half time, it's Partick Th 0, Rangers 1. So no change in either lineup for the second half as Rangers get it underway. I can't imagine that Walter Smith was entirely happy with the performance in the first half, although he will be pleased to be a goal in front no matter how that goal came about. David Byrne was the unlucky player, losing this race with Duncan Ferguson, is he? Great ball delivered there for Laudrup. It's awkward and brilliantly saved by Nelson. Well, the most treacherous of all balls for a goalkeeper, one driven into the ground and bouncing over his head. Ferguson did well to get to that. It was too long for the Thistle defence. Laudrup coming in on the volley and a very acrobatic save in the end by Nelson. Goff's header. Going up against Grant. Going up a little bit early, but using his shoulders for a bit of leverage. Charnley in a hurry there. It's collected by Gorham. Well, the wall was still being moved back when that free kick was taken. The referee decided to let play continue. You can see him there working on the wall as the ball was flighted in. Now, had that gone in, I wonder what might have been the decision. McWilliams caught by Moore, was he? No, says the referee. Rangers come forward with Laudrup. There's this roving commission to go to either flank. Good support play by Moore. And Willie Jimison getting his head to that. Conceding the corner. The big men go forward. Goff, McPherson, Foley, played short to Ian Ferguson. Well, no threat there to Craig Nelson in goal. All these big men up as Rangers went to the short corner. So plenty of space here for Ian Ferguson to take this first time. Stage in the game where substitutions are clearly contemplated. Ian Cameron and Tom Smith for Thistle. Ian Durant and Gordon Jury for Rangers as English brings up that wonderful save from Gorham. Well, the great save by the Scotland goalkeeper. And Rangers going straight to the other end. Laudrup couldn't get the better of McWilliams, but that was outstanding goalkeeping by Gorham. The Rangers back on the attack. Goff with McCall. Now Laudrup. Trying to get away from McWilliams, he's done so. Good wing play. And a chance for Craig Moore. Difficult one. Laudrup now causing problems for the Thistle defence after a quiet first half. They're becoming much more involved in the play. Goal to Ian Ferguson. That's Roddy Grant's clearance. Charnley upfield again. Free kick's been given. Quickly taken by Brown to Duncan Ferguson. Here's Ian Ferguson. McCall inside. Across with Dave McPherson. Laudrup again wanting the ball on the right flank. Stuart McCall's header. Well, Laudrup showing his 2-footedness there with a delightful cross with his left foot. Turning it in there for Stuart McCall, and they couldn't get the direction right. That's Charlie, a hopeful one downfield. Gorham comes to thump it back towards Haitley. Tierney wins it. This is Laudrup. Oh, great play by Laudrup. Going all the way himself. A fine stop. There's Haitley. An excellent defending by David Byrne. Well, Brian Laudrup beginning now to show the class that's justified that huge transfer fee. Look at the way he weaves through the Thistle defence. With a fine save by Craig Nelson at full stretch. But look at the part played now by Byrne as Haitley trying to turn in the rebound. Here's Albert Craig. Good for the play. English taking on Bully. Still in possession and options presenting themselves around them. This is one. Bobby Law. Tackled by Goff on Grant. Was from behind. Was never going to be allowed by referee Tate. Free kick to Thistle in a very dangerous position here. This gives Chick Charlie a genuine opportunity to test Andy Gorham. Alec Taylor is also there, so is Derek McWilliams. They can all cause problems on the set piece. The angle is right for a right-footed player. Taylor and McWilliams, but it's Charlie. Back it goes to Byrne. And he was very well attacked there by Stuart McCall, who deflected that for the corner. A little bit of thought and pre-planning into that move from Thistle. Thistle want to make a change, that's why there's a hold up here. The change has been made. Craig is off and Tom Smith is on. Time for this corner kick. Charnley takes. Tierney going in strongly there on Gorham. Free kick's been given. Andy Gorham didn't appreciate that challenge by Tierney. Very solid character, Tierney. And nowadays, that kind of challenge will not really have any chance of success. Wanted just enough there to stop the passage of the ball to Laudrup. Still in play. Here goes Laudrup again. Ferguson and Haitley up with him. It's a great ball across. There's Haitley! And that settles it! Food and drink for Mark Haitley. A delightful cross from the byline. And no defence could really have any answer to that. Look at the way Laudrup goes against an experienced defender. Wrong puts him, makes for the byline, sends up that delightful ball to the far post. Haitley climbing can nod that powerfully home. Well, the value of Brian Laudrup in this second half abundantly cleared the Rangers. And Haitley's powerful header beyond Craig Nelson against his balance. Thistle coming forward again, bravely battling right to the end. Here's Alec Taylor. Cameron. Boley winning that from Grant. That's Smith. Back with McWilliams. Fine effort by McWilliams. Oh, it looks as though Andy Gorham going to touch to that, which makes it a magnificent save. The corner kick's been given. Wow, this is a great volley by Derek McWilliams, who's renowned for that. The header from McCall dropping nicely for him. What a very good effort it was. And a fingertip there by Gorham. Taylor's corner. Haitley wins it. With Charnley. Haitley's there again. That's Moore. David Byrne has the pace to get back into that. And Nelson turns defence into attack. stoppage time. The referee checking with the linesman. Not a lot of time to add on, I don't think. There's Tom Smith with a shooting chance perhaps. Welling too long. Now Grant. And Gorham got the reward for getting his angles right. Well, suddenly a lapse in concentration defensively. That was Tom Smith. Grant found space. Not a bad effort. And referee Bobby Taylor is satisfied. 90 minutes have been served and Rangers collect 3 points. It wasn't at all easy to come by. It wasn't the most fluid of performances, but in the end, the magic of Brian Lowgrim in the end, setting up the clinching goal. 30 minutes in the end for Mark Hateley, settled the game for Rangers and gave them victory, and a deserved victory at that, although Thistle showed that there will be no easy touch as this season unfolds. For Rangers, it's now about the European Cup. But for the moment, their league position is solid. It's Partick Th 0, Rangers 2.
You had Duncan Ferguson beside you again this afternoon, which meant, I think, early on a lot of aerial service, the two of you from deep position. Was that a problem, or was that something you relish?
Well, it was something that we wasn't aiming to do, actually. We wanted to play into areas where we could hurt them, and basically, if you look at the goal, that's the areas we need to get into. We need to get in behind fullbacks and get the balls out wide and then get the balls in. But, we're sort of stereotyped into the long ball at the moment with, knocking the ball forward, and, it's just a big old battle in a wrestling match after the game, which, I think nobody likes to see, or nobody likes to play in, let's put it that way. But, we've been working on getting things and crossing and shooting and all that sort of stuff, and I think, patience paid off at the end with the final goal.
The Brian Lowgrim cross for that goal is about the first one I recall that was coming back from the byline. Is that your recollection too?
Absolutely. I think any centre forward relishes coming onto a ball that's been coming back, because you get the run on the centre half. Normally the centre half gets a run on you, and he's always favourite. But as I say, when we get the ball in behind fullbacks and we get Brian running with the ball and running at people, there's only one place he's going to go to, and that's the byline. And we plugged away, and I think second half we got more of the spaces, and they were fair dues to them. They were pushing on, they were looking for a goal, and I think it created spaces for us at the back. And I think towards the end, the last 10-15 minutes, we seemed to be getting more space as the game went